Well, I am out there making another great day, and I got a tip from a viewer to come check out this park here, the George C. McGough Nature Park here in Largo. There's some exotic wild animals and stuff in this park, and it's a free park to the public. And I thought I'd come down and check it out. It's a nice sunny day here in Florida. A little warm, but I don't know why I wear a black shirt all the time out here in the hot sun. But we're gonna go see what we can find. I hear there's some big snapping turtles and some birds and stuff. So we're gonna go check this out, and that's coming at you right now. I am here at the George C. McGough Nature Park here in Largo, and got out of the parking lot, and there's a big sign here that says Nature Center, and the park does close at 8 o'clock, so we got plenty of time. The first thing you see when you come up here to this park is a turtle pond. There's a lot of people over here looking. It's like a whole pond of turtles out there, all kinds of turtles. Here's a little bit closer view of some of these turtles. They're just sort of hanging out on the rocks. It does look like a bunch of them out there. There's one climbing up. Pretty cool. He decided to swim away. There's a fairly large one out there. He looks like some of them have some algae on them. They're just hanging out there in the pond. What a life, right? This here is a pretty cool statue carving out of wood of an owl. Maybe we'll see some more sculptures like this as we walk through this park. And it does look like the George C. McGough Nature Park at Largo Narrows is a rather large park. A lot of waterways here and some hiking trails. It looks like it says it has an owl cage. Let's go check that out. I have found a sign here called the brown Anole. And they are brown lizards that are everywhere, and not a native species. It says they come from Cuba and the Bahamas, and they're hanging on this tree over here. Here is one of these brown lizards on the side of this tree. Kind of zoomed in a little bit so you can see him, just sort of hanging out. See a lot of lizards here in Florida though. From their sign here, it does look like they have quite a few things to look at. They have live raptors, a turtle pond, intercoastal overlook, and a playground. Inside their nature center here, they have some turtles and some tanks. Pretty cool. A lot of fish in here and some turtles. One down here in the bottom. He's a pretty good sized turtle in this tank right here. That's pretty cool. It's like they have a taxidermy bobcat or a lynx here in this case, along with a lot of other artifacts, turtle shells, and all different types of shells and things. Here is a red fox, all taxidermied. It looks pretty real. One time it was alive, I'm sure. And right in the center, inside this little museum here, the little nature educational area, is a big tree right in the middle of the room. They have a large sandhill crane here. It is not live, it is a stuffed bird for sure. Here we have some live birds. They're called cressels. There's two of them out here. Don't want to get too close, but they are not a taxidermy animal. They are real. Inside of this cage is two owls. Little mini baby owls, looks like. But they're just sitting there. Two hoot owls, and right above the owl cage is a taxidermied owl, a very large one at that. Let's see what this one's doing. He's looking at me. Hi there. Hello. It's a little baby owl. Really cute. Uh-oh, I scared one. I think I scared him. He's over to the other side of the cage. They don't know what to think of this camera. Right here I have a live iguana. He's a pretty large iguana here in this cage that you can look at, but you don't want to touch these things. There's also a big bird here called an osprey up on the wall flying at you. That's pretty neat. Big taxidermy bird. Seen those before in another little shop. We got a trainer out here with some birds of prey, a little demonstration going on, looks like. And they have some more trainers over here holding some owls. These are pretty cool. Showing everybody up close and personal.
And this is a female, her name's Anole.
You have to take a selfie with it?
Huh?
Selfie with it?
Time to time, yeah. Especially with Rachel. We do a lot of selfies there.
Is he hot? Is that what he's doing?
She is hot.
Or she's sorry.
She weighs about 3.5 pounds.
Oh, wow.
It may not seem that bad, but after holding your arm like this,
Yeah, right.
yeah, it starts to get a little tiring. And you have to do that with Sarge, who's 8.5 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
And they have several cages back here with the owls and hawks and stuff that you can look at, as well as trainers out here holding the animals so you can get up close and personal and look at those. So this is just a regular owl?
This is a eastern screech owl.
Eastern screech
Well, not. This is a great horned owl. Excuse me. The eastern screech owl is tinier.
Well, pretty cool. He's giving me the eye though.
Yeah, I know.
He's kind of giving me the eye and her the eye.
Yeah. He's like,
What's going on?
yeah. He was found in an abandoned field with his wings really damaged. So he was thinking the Busch Gardens were in intent to help the humorous bone set. They tried to put a rod in his wing, but the bone wound up getting the wrong way. So for that reason, his wing is permanently damaged, so he's only partially pointed.
They have all kinds of birds of prey here, from owls, hawks, falcons, bald eagles, vultures. This is pretty incredible to come check out this, and it's absolutely free. People here asking all kinds of questions, and I'm pretty impressed. And right here in this very large cage is a bald eagle, right here up close and personal. I've seen these at Dollywood before, but you can't get this close to the bald eagle. This is pretty darn close to a bald eagle. I don't think I've been this close to one before. It's practically right in front of me. And once again, this is a free park. It's a free public park that has these exhibits. And of course, after you've checked out some of the exotic animals and some of the demonstrations, you can take a little walk here through their park. It's kind of a botanical type thing too going on, and I think they've even got some more things to look at up here. And most parks do have a playground. They have a pretty cool playground here at this one. There's a big old ring, and I see a big teepee back here that the kids can climb in. And I also noticed that they do have some picnic shelters here that you can come, probably reserve. These people over here looks like they're getting ready to have some dinner here on a weekend afternoon. There's a couple of these little shelters, which is pretty nice to come out here for free. Well, it does look like we're going into a tropical oasis here, like a little tunnel, a little walkway. I think they have some large ponds and stuff up through here as well. And they do have some pretty incredible trees growing in different ways. And that's one thing about Florida. They do have the unique old trees and the moss trees and stuff, which is pretty cool to look at and walk around. Nice little leisurely day. Well, this park here, George C. McGough Nature Park, it's pretty cool. A lot of trails and stuff. And the way these palms are, this would be a pretty good haunted trail for Halloween. I don't know if they do that, but that would be pretty darn cool, I think, to have something like that here at this park. Well, here I've come to the Crossroads. There's a pathway that way, over this way, and back this way. So this definitely would be a place for a good haunted trail. Well, it does look like they've had some tragedy here in the forest. They've got some trees down, maybe due to hurricane, I'm not sure. But right up ahead, there's a bridge you can walk out onto the water. Let's go check this out. I love walking out onto things like this, and this one here goes several different directions. You can go all the way down that way and around. You can go all the way through up that way, which is probably where the water is, and all the way back this way, or return to the pass. Well, I am definitely having a good day today. This is pretty cool. It's kind of a narrow pathway here on this bridge, but we're going to walk out here and check out the waterway here, right in Largo, of all places. Those are some pretty incredible looking apartment complexes over there. That is pretty neat. The breeze is really nice. It's just a great way to come out here and spend the day. Glad I stopped in here and check this place out. Well, I've decided to go around to the right here, down this pathway of wooden walkway, and they do have some signs out here telling you what you're looking at, some of the things, and this one is very important. It's called poison ivy, and that is something you don't want to mess with, is poison ivy. And I'm assuming right there, that's a poison ivy coming out of that tree there. It does look like poison ivy to me. Lots of foliage here, a lot of palms and hanging moss trees, and just crazy. And this thing goes and goes and goes. You could, I don't know how long this is, but it's going a long way. And if you're coming out here, I would suggest eating first, or bringing your picnic lunch and coming and eating here before you take out walking. All these palmettos that you see, they're not really palms, that are all over the grounds. It's called a saw palmetto, and it says it generally grows in dense stands in pine and shrub forests with the stems creeping along the ground. Well, I tell you, if you're wanting to get lost in the Florida swamp, in the Florida forest, amongst the palmettos and the hanging moss trees and exotic animals, George C. McGough Nature Park is the place to do it. I don't think this trail is ever going to end. I don't know how far I've gone. It's a pretty large park. Take a nice walk. It's hot out here, and I haven't been out here very long, but I'm sweating. Well, I did finally come to the end of that bridge, and now I have to walk back through the woods, through the dirt path, back to civilization. Hopefully I can find my way back. I don't have a map. Came across a sign here that says it's a Gopher Tortoise, but maybe he's roaming around here in these woods. I haven't seen him yet. Here, once again, they're advertising the Gopher Tortoise. I don't know where he's located, if he's out here or behind this fence over here. I'm not sure. Well, I have to admit, I'm starting to feel a little bit like my old buddy Rick Hurst, who played Cletus on the Dukes of Hazzard. I remember one time he was out chasing the Dukes, and he just didn't know where he was going, and he stopped and he said, "Boss, Roscoe, did y'all send somebody out here to get me? I'm lost." I do feel that way right now. Feeling a little lost, because these paths are going in all different directions, and I keep taking one, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be making it back to the front. This is, ooh, I've come across something pretty cool. I have stumbled upon, right in the middle of this pathway, this big gigantic tortoise. He's moving. He sees me. He's going to run from me. Run, run, run. I bet you I can outrun you. Me knock on your shell? Go ahead. Go ahead on up the road. That's all right. Didn't want to talk to you anyway. I have come across another little dock area here. It says Florida Turtles, sponsored by the Boy Scouts of America. And see some water going on over there. It might be a turtle up underneath there. And it does look like you can get food inside and feed these turtles, and they will probably come up to the surface of the water if you do that. I didn't do that. I have found another little pond with some birds out on a log, and people are out here feeding these out here on this deck. There's a bunch of people throwing food at the birds. Well, they got a good advice sign here not to feed the raccoons because raccoons can bite. We're here to feed the turtles. And right back here, they have a raptor show going on where you can go see birds up close and personal. And he's got a pretty good, decent-sized crowd back here, and it's already started. So, and they got all kinds of birds on their arms. Some of the things we've seen on the way in, now they're doing a show. So, and it's all free. Pretty cool. Wow, that was pretty incredible here at the George C. McGough Nature Park right here in Largo, Florida, near the Clearwater. Free place to come check out. I highly recommend it. I did run into a tortoise as I was walking the trail, which is pretty cool. And there's several people in here, and they do a live raptor show, and they have the birds and the owls and the hawks and a lot of things to look at here, and absolutely free of charge. They have a little gift shop inside and a little educational museum. I did show you some of that. Definitely check it out. And I know people like to do some free things, and this is very close to, right down the road from Heritage Village and the Florida Botanical Gardens, which is also free. I've been both of those places. And if you're getting a little hungry, go up to the Pie Factory. That's not too far from here as well. I appreciate all you subscribers out there hitting that subscribe button. Keep hitting the subscribe button. I'm going to keep going out there, finding new places to check out. I wasn't here too long, and I'm already sweating. This was a fun time. Remember, go out there, make it a great day because you deserve it.